Hello and welcome to the Mama Means Business podcast. I'm your host, Siobhan Bent, and today we're here with another random solo episode. Just quickly chiming in because I'm here and I feel like I needed to do a little catch up. So first I want to start by saying thank you to everyone who has been continuing to support and listen and share and provide feedback and insight, who've reached out to be on the show, who has been on the show. This has been, it's only been a few months, but it's truly been a growth period for me. And I'm thoroughly enjoying this part of the growth journey. This podcast has already given me relationships that I didn't anticipate. It has given me a different level of confidence as well that I didn't anticipate, and all in the process of this. I'm still doing other things, right? If you know, I am a mortgage broker. Our market is very, very stressful right now. So I'm busy with work. We are in, the beginning of summer holidays, and I decided to not enroll my son in camp because I knew I needed the time for me, which would sound strange. You would think, send him to camp and then I would have more time. But driving to drop him off, pick him up, it just was cutting into my day. And so I needed my days because I knew that this summer I wanted to accomplish a lot. And so that's what I've been doing. But in the back end of it, I've realized that all that I'm trying to do, let me not say try. Yes, Gifty, I'm not saying try. All that I'm working on, although moving progressively forward, I also need to be aware of my physical capacity. And so over the last couple of years, I have been having to relearn my body, relearn my cycles, because my body is responding differently. And so when I realize that when I do feel this overwhelm, it's usually somewhere in the mid space of my cycle, which I'm not always paying very clear attention to. And so I got to be a little bit more in tune with that and apply myself accordingly. But I say all of that to say, my 2 words for 2023 are rebuild and reconnect. And a part of my work, a part of my business, a part of my role as a woman, as a ministry leader, as a community advocate, as a servant, is to ensure that I'm operating in the optimal space that is available to me. And so I know there's a lot of moving parts to that, starting with my mindset, being mentally clear, mentally healthy, and in a space where I can not only just function, but also excel and just do what I'm trying or working on doing. And so I've been intentionally working on rebuilding myself. As I said, over the last couple of years, my body's been going through a whole transition, healing, recovery. And in that process, I did lose sight of the mental wellness part of it. And so I'm really working on being aware of where I'm at that space. So while I'm doing that, I know that the greater purpose of making sure that I'm rebuilding myself on a holistic level is to allow me to be able to reconnect with the deeper side of my business and not just the transactional side, the purpose side. Allowing me to reconnect with community, allowing me to to stay connected with my Holy Spirit. And I've been seeing this happening in so many different facets that I'm just like, whoa, why, how, when? But in all of that, taking a moment to just appreciate the journey. And so going back to not, I think I said a lot, but going back to not posting a couple weeks ago, because I have a batch of episodes that are ready to go, but I had to acknowledge that where I was at mentally, that I just had to prioritize different things. And so I owe you an apology for those who are listening bi-weekly. But I also want to let you know that in this season, I recognize that I need to rebuild how I'm operating in this podcast space. And I'm learning, continuing to learn. I'm connecting with people, and it's a growth period. I did explain that to you from episode 1. So if you didn't hear that, please go back and listen. This is a growth thing. This is something new, and I'm learning as I go along. And so as I'm learning, I want to also implement. And so I started by doing bi-weekly episodes because I did not want to overextend myself. And I'm at a space where I recognize that in order for the show to fully do what I know it should be doing, I need to change that. So I'm not overextending myself. I'm going to just do things the right way. So although I apologize for not loading up an episode last week, I am super excited to let you know that going forward, episodes will be dropped weekly. Yes, they will be weekly. So every Friday, a new episode of the Mama Means Business show will be live. I have so many interviews that I'm so excited for you to hear about and learn about people who I want you to learn about. Like, as I said, like this podcast has really allowed me to stretch my way of thinking, open up my heart a little bit, and allow myself to reconnect with some amazing women. And I'm not saying reconnect, connect with some amazing women. And so I'm just really excited for this next lap of the podcast. We'll be running straight through the summer, and then we'll take a few weeks break and then get ready for the next season. So I think that's it. Thank you. Thank you once again for listening to my rant. This is very impromptu. I'm actually sitting at my desk working and felt led to do this right now. So I hope you all are having an amazing summer so far. We're just 2 weeks in, but it actually feels like it's almost over already. But we're just gonna enjoy the time. I hope you and your kitties are doing amazing. Again, if you have any feedback, if you have any topics that you may want me to cover specifically, because I do commit to also doing more solo episodes, please feel free to send me a message. I think you can send messages on Spotify, or you can send me a message on my Instagram, which is I am Siobhan Bent, or on the Mama Means Business podcast page. All right. I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye for now.